letting me put 3.
Nice shot, man. Nice shot. Nice shot.
There's a yours one. Started right where else?
Just
Oh.
fuck. Fuck.
You don't even. So there's Salute, but you don't even know that. They don't even know that until the meetings.
This two video.
Well, it seems like you have stopped growing, little kitty. I see no difference in your height since the last time we measured you.
Oh no!
Well, don't worry, little kitty. There's nothing to be sad about. It just means you are an adult now. And from now on, we will call you Big Kitty.
janitor's duty is never fulfilled.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself. And whose heart are we stealing today? hunt?
Knowing when to pull the trigger is knowing when to pull knowing when to pull the trigger is just
We will not fear the puny imposter.
आ रहा है माँ की चूती यार उस टाइम पे मैं सैबोटाज करने के लिए राजू ब्राउन को कर दिया मुझे पहले नाम है हाँ बिल्कुल
Let the sorcery consume you.
चलो जब तक मेरा नाम नहीं मत जाओ जब तक मेरा नाम नहीं लेता आ जाना
I'm not in it for the glory.
I will watch over the ship.
Jake here because Analog has announced a new console capable of playing original Nintendo 64 cartridges at a 4K resolution. Now, for the uninitiated, Analog is well practiced at making these retro, modern consoles with high emphasis placed on original hardware accuracy. You will no doubt remember the Analog Pocket that Andre reviewed and loved, and that I could never get an order in for. But that aside, the Analog 3D is coming vaguely in 2024. They released this teaser image of the controller, and luckily, Tom was able to activate Batman's detective vision to give us a better look at it. This controller will work with the console via Bluetooth, but 4 original Nintendo 64 controller ports are promised.
Faulty vent? Let's try bombing it!
On the actual console, so you can achieve that authentic feel. Now, if you want to learn more about the Analog 3D console, I will link to a lovely interview with Paste Magazine in the description below, in which a developer goes into the nuances of what 4K offers to this particular era of games. Notably, the N64's optional 4MB RAM expansion pack will be built into Analog 3D and enabled by default. Analog 3D will support the same firmware update process as prior analog systems via microSD port, and the Analog 3D will only support pure N64 and the original legacy ecosystem surrounding it. nothing else. It will not include any fork of the open FPGA system that you can find on things like the Analog Pocket. So let me know in the comments below, are you interested in diving back into your N64 collection? Let me know. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Hello, and welcome to the very exciting start to
Mario Week!
We have done themed weeks for big upcoming games. The last one we did was for the launch of Tears of the Kingdom. We did Zelda Week. Now, to count down to the launch of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, we are doing a whole week of Mario stuff.
Exactly, every day. This week we'll have a new video. We are getting started today right now with our tier list of the 3D Super Mario games.
Now, we have already ranked the 2D Super Mario games before the beginning of the video. Thank goodness, because the vibes in that video were not great. They were not immaculate. But I think we're going to be okay ranking these 3D ones. We haven't fought yet, making the list.
It's fewer games, and I think there's just a higher bar of quality overall with these.
Yes.
And there's less of these edge cases of like, does this count, doesn't it? It's like we're pretty clear on what's in.
I think
So, without further ado, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 10 games or so. Let's just begin. We're going to go chronologically again with where it all began, Super Mario 64.
Now, I know that this was one of your favorite games
Here we go.
of all time. So
But,
I will respect you
Yes.
like you respected me during Super Mario World.
Well-
If you want to say something.
well, yes, maybe let me get a word in on my favorite game ever. So I did play this most recently when it was released on Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Yes,
And I definitely felt the game's age here.
but think back to your first experience
Right.
with Super Mario.
Mhm.
How much you played that
Right.
game. You said the first game you played for like over 6 months.
Yes, because no games were coming out on the N64. This is now my most wanted game remake. A Mario 64 game remake with
That'd be awesome.
modern visuals and just a few updates on the controls and camera. I'm actually not going to say this is an A. I'm going to say this is an A. Because
Oh.
I think, again, going back to it, it was like, there's definitely some things that, again, this was like the first game in this genre, created this genre. They had to work out some kinks. Those kinks are still there. And the further we get from it, it does get a bit more like, you feel it a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this is an A.
I gave it an S.
Okay, well, let's put into that.
Because I never played this game on Nintendo 64 when it first came out. So I had a bit of a spotty experience with it. We're going to get into Mario 64.
Yeah.
Finally. All
But
cleaned
overall,
up.
I can see why this game was like world changing, and how it just created this, obviously this whole new amazing genre for Mario games and for these kinds of 3D platformers. And I saw the magic that people saw when they probably played this game for the first time, and it was probably even more mind-blowing back then because it was like the first of its kind. But I think that magic is still there because I definitely saw it when I finally beat this game. So I have to give it an S.
Great, S. You don't have to, you don't have to twist
I'm not going
Okay.
to convince you much more.
Next, Super Mario 64
Yes.
DS.
We're good doctors. We're good doctors. Chippy, 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 chill. Junie, Tony. Why is my whole body feverish? I hope it's not a fever. Oh no, it shouldn't be. I've been waiting for this day. I have to go to the beach.
Darling! I'm here. Shall we go now? Why is your body feverish, darling? Are you sick?
Nah, I'm okay. I feel great.
Darling! Oh, it's boiling hot. You have a fever. We should go to the hospital, not the beach.
Oh no!
It's not a worm, little kitty. It's a mysterious part of human anatomy called the appendix. Hey, friends! I know most people don't spend too much time thinking about this tiny organ called the appendix until it causes a problem. So, in today's episode, let us explore the secrets of this trouble-brewing organ and answer a life-saving question. What causes the appendix to burst? Zoom in!
It is like the two sides of this coin.
What is
For I shall determine which side is
the
up.
appendix is a small tube-shaped organ attached to the cecum of the large intestine in the lower right side of the belly. And due to its appearance, it is also known as vermiform appendix, meaning worm-shaped. But despite its tiny, cute, worm-like size, it has been baffling the scientific community for ages, as we are still struggling to find the reason behind its existence in our body. Thus, the appendix is generally considered as a leftover organ from earlier humans that no longer serves any purpose. But in recent times, some studies suggest that the appendix does have a purpose. Yes, some scientists think it's responsible for returning good bacteria to the gut after an infection, which makes the appendix an essential part of the human immune system. However, it's
Justice will be
and we are
served.
not sure about its functionality. But what we are sure about is that this tiny organ is pretty notorious for causing an infection called appendicitis. And what is that? Appendicitis is an inflammation and swelling of the appendix caused due to the blockage when something obstructs the tube, like a hard rock stool, an undigested seed, or even pinworm. And the appendix is continuously secreting mucus and fluids from its mucosa to keep pathogens from entering the bloodstream. Due to the blockage, the liquid accumulates inside it, which increases the pressure on the appendix, and just like a water balloon, it starts to get bigger, leading to unbearable pain. This also gives the bacteria staying inside the appendix an opportunity to multiply, which causes the immune system to call the white blood cells, leading to the accumulation of pus. At this point in time, the patient will generally start to show symptoms like high fever, nausea, and vomiting, along with severe pain mainly around the belly button or in the lower right part of the belly. And if left untreated, the swelling and soreness starts to worsen, cutting off the blood supply. And as all parts of the body need the right amount of blood flow to stay healthy, when the blood is reduced, the appendix starts to die, because of which it cannot produce the bacteria-fighting mucus anymore. This gives the bacteria a chance to invade the wall of the appendix, making it weaker and weaker, which eventually bursts, causing holes in it. These holes let stool, mucus, and other substances leak through and get inside the belly or abdomen. A severe infection called peritonitis can occur in the stomach. When the appendix bursts, if not treated, it can be very dangerous. So it is crucial to visit your doctor ASAP. Trivia time! Did you know the human appendix is usually 3 to 4 inches or 8 to 10 centimeters long? Also, doctors treat appendicitis by removing the appendix. The surgery to remove an appendix is called appendectomy. Both you learned something new in today's episode. Until next time, it's me, Dr. Binox, zooming out.
That's not a ringworm, little kitty, but just a worm. On the other hand, ringworm is a skin infection. Let me explain. Hey friends, so in today's episode, let us explore this common skin infection by answering an itchy question. What causes ringworm? Zoom in. So, what is ringworm? Well, it is a kind of skin infection that, unlike its name, is not caused by any worm, but a type of fungus called dermatophytes. These fungi are generally found in moist environments, such as cool areas, public showers, wet soil, etc.
Did someone call an undertaker? We can also find them on our... Those who had surgery might remember.
This Halloween, it's trash or treat. Oscar the Grouch and Sonny Anderson are helping shelter dogs find forever homes.
Forever. Get it? Yeah, I got it.
Don't miss all the adorable dogs at the Halloween adoption parade.
Amazing costume.
With special guests Elmo and Tango.
What are you doing here?
It's a surprise.
Oscar, take it away.
Here's what we're gonna do. Turn trash into something new. Yeah, create it with me. Something new. Turn trash can be. Lots of candy Halloween. Lots of candy Halloween.
catches his prey all curl. The wall crawler, the web slinger, the amazing, the spectacular, none other than your friendly neighborhood spider. I know he's not Spider-Man, but just like a superhero, spiders have a vital job to do. So today, let us learn about these tiny creatures. Zoom in. Even though spiders can be the stuff of nightmares for many, in reality, they are fascinating creatures. The instabs found to a one to one cracks, feet, bills, foxes, they have spiders and spiders fashion the stuff of. So today, let us learn about these tiny creatures. Zoom in. Even though spiders can be the stuff of nightmares for many, in reality, they are fascinating creatures. The fact may surprise you, but spiders are not insects. Instead, spiders are known as arachnids because they only have 2 body segments instead of 3, just like scorpions, mites, and ticks. There are approximately around 38,000 different species of spider currently known to us. However, some scientists believe that there are a lot more to be discovered. Research estimates that you are never more than 10 feet away from a spider. But don't you worry, friends. Most of the time, they are hiding away somewhere in some cracks, minding their own business. All spiders spin silk that originates from spinneret glands on their abdomen. And each gland produces a different type of silk. Some
Justice
sticky,
ain't gonna
some
dispense
fine,
itself.
and some for building different parts of the web. Spider silk is very strong. It needs to be in order to catch prey and keep baby spiders safe. Some tinier species of spiders will use their silk to help them travel around by floating in the air, by shooting off some silk that catches in the wind, helping them drift to a new home. This process is called ballooning. Whoa, I wish I could do the same. Spiders are essential to a healthy ecosystem. They feed on harmful insects like mosquitoes and houseflies.
My house, my
Pollinate
rules.
plants and recycle dead animal and plants back into the earth. So, if spiders weren't around, the world would be in a big mess. Trivia time! Did you know that spiders have blue blood? Oh, and yes, did you know that the fear of spiders is called arachnophobia? But don't be scared, friends. Not all spiders are harmful. The majority of spiders will not bite humans. And if they do, their venom isn't potent enough to inflict any damage. Unfortunately, with deep pain, I have to tell you that as depicted in the movie, being bitten by a spider will not turn you into Spider-Man. Ouch! You naughty creature! So, here we go, kids. Hope we learned a thing or two about these not-so-friendly neighborhood spiders. See you next time for more fun facts. This is me, zooming out. Hey kids, you liked my videos, didn't you? Before you go, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the bell, so you won't miss out on my latest videos. See you! What's this snow?
goodness, it's just you, little kitty. I thought something got fire. Well, right now, it's just a pretend situation. But if a fire happens in real life, it can be really dangerous. That's why we need to learn some necessary things to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe. Let me answer that by sharing a fiery question. How to survive a fire? Zoom in. You won't believe it, but in less than 30 seconds, a small spark can quickly grow into a raging fire that eats up everything in its path. Your toys, books, furniture, and even the walls. Also, it's not just the flame.
Excuse me, I have a ship to
also,
fix.
the toxic smoke coming from the fire is thick and dangerous, which can make it hard to breathe and see. And as it can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time, let us see a few safety techniques to survive this life-threatening situation. Firstly, as they say, prevention is better than cure. So make sure not to touch objects like matches, lighters, and candles if there are no adults around. And in case the situation demands you to do so, then do not take them anywhere near flammable items such as curtains, clothing, and bedding. And always remember to turn off and unplug appliances when you're not using them to prevent short circuits. But in case a fire does break out, the first thing you should do is try to stay calm and not panic so that you can think clearly. Then immediately call for firefighters and alert everyone in the house or school. And if there is no easy escape route and you see the toxic smoke filling up the space, then quickly soak a cloth in water and tie it over your mouth and nose, as breathing in too much smoke can cause you to pass out. Also, as this smoke tends to rise up, to give yourself some extra time, quickly get on your hands and knees and crawl towards the nearest exit. And if you're in a room and the door is closed, check to see if it's hot before opening it. If it's hot, this means there's a fire on the other side and you should try to find another way out. If the door is cool, then open it slowly and check for smoke or flames and move ahead by staying low. And if you're trapped in a room and can't get out, try to seal the room off as much as possible. Stuff clothes and towels under the door to stop smoke from coming in. And seal any gaps around the window with wet towels or sheets. And by any chance, someone's clothes happen to catch fire, then use a safety technique called stop, drop, and roll. According to which, the first thing to do is to stop moving, drop to the ground, and cover your face with your hands. Then roll over and over until the flames are extinguished. And once you are out of the toxic smoke zone, quickly get out of the place and leave the rest to the professional firefighters. And most importantly, help your loved ones by sharing this video and let us know how many people you shared it with by emailing us at peekabookidsfeedback@gmail.com. Can't wait to hear from you.
Trivia time!
Did you know firefighters respond to over 1 million fires in the United States each year? And according to reports, cooking is the leading cause behind most home fires. Sketching time! Today's sketch of the day goes to 40-year-old Ananya. Hope you learned something life-saving today. Until next time, it's me, Dr. Pinox, zooming out. never mind.
Good catch, Granny. I didn't know you were left-handed.
I was born lefty.
Well, let me handle that by answering a question. Why are some of us left-handed? Zoom in. Today, around 10% of the world's population is left-handed, also called sinistrality, which means you favor using your left hand rather than your right hand for everyday activities, such as writing, lifting, and at times even for eating. And unfortunately, in many cultures, children are still forced not to use their left hand as it's considered wrong or taboo. Maybe it has something to do with the language used for both hands, as right is associated with being correct or true. Why? We call acid rain. Zoom in. Did you see that, friends? It's raining acid out there. Well, I know what you guys must be thinking. Is it really possible? Or am I just cooking a fictional story? Well, acid rain is a real thing and can harm our environment. So, in today's episode, let us learn more about this haunting aspect of nature and explore a vital topic we call acid rain. Zoom in. So, what is this phenomenon with a terrifying name called the acid rain? Well, we all know that rain clouds are formed of pure water, but sometimes gases such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide chemically react with the water and oxygen in the atmosphere and fall back to Earth in the form of acid rain, a shower which we don't want to take. The type of acid rain that contains water is called wet deposition, whereas acid rain formed with dust or gases is called dry deposition. But how do these gases reach the atmosphere in the first place? Well, there are two main sources for it. First is the natural source, like rotting vegetation and erupting volcanoes, release some chemicals that can cause acid rain. But most acid rain is a product of human activities, like burning of fossil fuels, smoke coming from vehicles, and chemicals released from the factories. And now comes the most crucial question, and that is, what causes the rain to turn acidic? Well, it's important to understand that normal rain is already a little acidic. Yes, my friends, while falling towards the ground, the rain dissolves carbon dioxide from the atmosphere that forms carbonic acid with a pH of 6. But when we burn fossil fuels that release gases such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, a much stronger acid gets into our rain.
justice will be served.
Some healthy vegetable salad for me. And what would you like to have, little kitty?
So, what would you like to have first? Eggs or chicken? And how would...
This intel must be delivered, whatever it takes. Ready to hunt?
How in the world can we know that?
That's a puzzle we would like to solve in today's episode by answering an evolutionary question. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Zoom in! Chickens come from eggs, but eggs come from chickens. So, which came first? This is a tricky riddle that originated as a metaphor to explain the circle of events, where one thing leads to another like a chain reaction. But for evolutionary biologists,
公平竞争有什么意思？
it presented a fascinating challenge.
El show del Doctor Binóculos.
No tengas miedo, gatito. Él se irá pronto.
¡Qué miedo sus orejas grandes!
Esos oídos son el resultado de la...
Hey, little kitty, what would you like to have for dinner? Something healthy like broccoli or
Challenge that needed to be solved. Surely, we can simply say that the egg came first, as they have been around for billions of years, long before any chicken was on the scene. But we are specifically talking about the very first chicken and its egg here. Not any other species.
and vomiting. And when that happens, immediately stop doing whatever you are involved in, and if possible, lie down on the floor. This can help prevent a fainting attack. Letting blood get to the brain help prevent possible. Lie down on the floor wherever you are involved in, and if possible, immediately, and vomiting. And
the heart weakens, immediately stop doing whatever you are involved in and, if possible, lie down on the floor. This can help prevent a fainting attack, letting blood get to the brain. And once you feel better, please stand up slowly. But to prevent fainting in the first place, make sure to keep yourself hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day. Also, it's vital to keep your blood circulating by moving around whenever possible, playing outside, doing regular exercise, and avoiding sitting in one place for a longer period. And whenever you feel anxious, slowly breathe into a paper bag to stabilize the emotions and blood pressure. Remember, my friends, if you only fainted once, it was brief, and the reasons are obvious, then there's usually no need to worry about it. But
Nina, and then we voted him out, but then he won. So now this time she's like, look, I know he's dead, but he's
哦，是不是我？对不起。
ことか。
I won.
We will not fear the puny imposter. And whose heart are we stealing today?